So this, I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Ethan, I need to talk to you. What's with the mask? The gas mask. Yes, the gas mask. I don't know if they can hear you or not. Maybe take a breath, dude. It's nice to get it off.
But it's a good question. I was wearing it as a precaution.
As a
precaution?
A
because
precaution?
I thought it was going to be really stinky in here.
Really because of the lock-in.
But yeah, well, because of the lock-in, so there's a lot of junior players.
Right. But I don't think.
I mean,
is that the sole reason why?
No, it's not. No. Because I thought it would be much worse than what it actually is.
Oh, okay, good.
Have you ever heard that saying from Francis Chan?
No, I don't think
so. It
says,
it goes a little something like, that Christians are a lot like manure. If you spread them out over the world, they can do a lot of good. They can help a lot of things grow, but if you pile them all in one spot, it just kind of stings. So I was hoping that this might filter out some of the methane, make it a little more bearable, a little more comfortable for myself.
I think I see where you're going with that, right?
So I tried to just be safe.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're safe, taking care. Well, we need to explain this to the folks. I think here. I think Ethan's referring to the gospel, where Jesus talks about the fig tree and the manure that's kind of spread around the fig tree, right, to help fertilize it and to help it grow, right, to make it bear fruit, right?
Exactly. And our world, I think, is a lot like that fig tree. So it can be a pretty desolate place. If you watch the news, or if you look down your hallway at school, what do you see? You see a lot of pain, you see a lot of hurt, some loneliness, just a lot of not very good things happening.
Depression, greed, violence, addiction. We see all these things. What happens is we see a world where bad things happen to people. And not just bad people, good people, when bad things happen to people.
Right. And in a world like that, what good is it if all of us stay here in this church gathered up in one big, heaping pile of smelly Christians?
Right. As much as that, it's a stinky analogy. But a bum. Yeah, right. Where's the drummer? It's true. We're called not to stay in one big pile, but we're called to move out, right? We're called to get out there. We're called to do some good. We're called to bear some fruit outside in the world. And the good news is that God gives us the grace. That God gives us the bread and the wine with what we need to be able to bear fruit.
And so a fig tree, its fruit is fig Newtons, of course.
Well, that's the fruit of the fig tree? The fig Newtons?
I mean, yeah.
Of course.
And they're tasty. They're not quite cakes. They're not quite cookies. But that's the fig tree's job, is to produce these fig Newtons. And our job is these things, these nice things that we do for the people who are hurt, or the people who are hungry, the people who are lonely. That's our job, is to take care of them, to show love and support to all of our neighbors and our friends.
Right. So when we do that, when we share that love, what we're doing is we're bearing fruit. And so when we move from this place full of this message of grace,
and when we carry the good news of the resurrection, when we're sent out and spread out throughout the world, we can help bear that good fruit to bring that love into this kingdom.
Right. And so that's what we are calling y'all to think about right now. And so here's what we're going to do. I'd like for you to, when I say go, I would like you to group up with your family, those that maybe you came with, or maybe group up with your youth group, right, if you're here with your youth group. If neither one of those fits you, just group up with your neighbors or join up with the group next to you. We want you to think about, how can you bear good fruit when you are out and about? How can you do that? And we're going to pass around some fruit. Janelle's got some fruit. And I want you to write on there different ways you can bear fruit. And that might be when you're in your community, in your church, at home, at school. How can you be good fruit because of the grace that God has given you? And when you finish that, I want you to bring it up, and you're going to hang it somewhere. I'm going to bring up 3 trees, and we're going to do a garden of God's good grace here. And we're going to decorate this place with God's good grace. So I want you to spend some time to do that. Go. Group up right now with families or youth group or your neighbors. And then you can, when you come up, then you can taste the fruit of the fig tree by grabbing a fig newt, right?